Good morning! We are currently driving down the exit to go to Universal. Check out that beautiful volcano right there. Pretty awesome.
There's the Aventura.
Here is the Aventura construction progress. I know some of you all were asking to see this because you have trips planned and you're staying here next year, which is awesome. So we wanted to make sure that we gave you guys a little look at the progress of that hotel. So this is the Aventura Hotel. It's right across from Cabana Bay and right next to Sapphire Falls. Speaking of Sapphire Falls, here it is. And there's my room that I'm gonna stay in one day. One day. Check it out, there is a Secret Life of Pets Universal bus. So cute. I didn't know they had one of those. And right there is the little Minions Universal bus. We are valet parking our car because they do have an electric vehicle charging spot, but you can only use it if you are valeting your car.
And now here's the question. What do? Do we just wait here and then somebody comes to us, or do we get out? Because I don't know.
It was actually pretty easy. Like, we just pulled up to valet and they came up to me and they gave me a ticket and they said, yeah, have you charged your car here before? And I was like, no. And they're like, okay, just go fill out like a liability form at the counter. And then that was it. And so because we're here with Brian from Inside Universal, who has the highest tier pass, he gets free valet. And so the charging is free, but you have to pay for valet, but because he gets valet, it's free.
Or you just have to be friends with Brian.
After that, we just have to tip the guy that brings us our car. So I'll probably tip him, I don't know how much to tip him. We're probably just gonna tip him like what we would have paid to charge the car.
What you got around your neck, girl?
I got my cool new fan.
Yeah. Yours isn't as cool as mine. I got the rechargeable one.
I don't know, I think it's pretty cool.
I do have to admit though, you guys have the ones that were $2 for $12.50.
Well, I'll say this really quick. While we were filming that, somebody actually stopped us and wanted to ask us about the fans because they wanted to buy the fans and they were curious to see if they were worth it. And we let her feel like this fan and that fan, and I think it's clear that your fan is better.
Right, but
this one's not terrible, but it's not like, it's not the best.
I've already broken one of these. Like the heat, I think, broke this.
Just wait, and I'll break this one.
Yeah.
I can't imagine this one will be a better quality than that one.
But they sent me a new one, so I don't imagine them sending me more than one new one. Though.
Why don't we do this? So today, in today's video, we came to have a good day and hang out with Brian and see all the new stuff.
There he is.
But also, let's show you some of the ways to stay cool at Universal on a hot summer day. How about that? That's what today's video is. We're gonna show you how to stay cool.
First step, sunglasses, leather jacket. No, wait, that's wrong.
Cool mustache.
Cool mustache.
Yeah.
What are we listening to on the way in?
Transformers.
Is this Transformers? What is this? This is the saddest Transformer song I've ever heard in my life.
It's like when Optimus Prime is like falling off the building.
In slow motion.
Yeah. Right?
It could be, I don't know. First thing that we're gonna do, because it's already hot, like we just walked in the gates and we need to cool off, we're gonna go inside and check out some merchandise as Jen models it. Here in the main gift shop, they added a whole bunch of Volcano Bay stuff, so you don't actually have to go to Volcano Bay to get the merchandise.
Look at this, look at the, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is cool, it's like etched in there and everything.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's 25 bucks.
There's a $16 souvenir sipper. Nice. Theme Park Pigeon walking through the crowd. Why is he here? We don't know. He is looking for stuff on the sidewalk, but maybe he wants to ride some rides. So here is what my very first tip for staying cool on a hot day. If they're...
There's 3 tips already.
My very first like real tip, those weren't real tips. Do not ride Minion Mayhem because most of the queue is outside. Or get the express pass so that you don't have to wait outside. Right, but say like...
Or stay on site at a hotel so you can ride it early in the morning.
Or you get a free express pass.
Yeah.
Or go into one of the rides that has an air-conditioned queue like we will here in just a few minutes, Jimmy Fallon. 60 minutes for Shrek, holy cow. Another ride or attraction that has an outdoor queue, not an air-conditioned one. Let's have a look at Betty Boop. So usually Horror Nights, Bryman just brought up the point that Horror Nights puts a house in the second theater of Shrek, so it might only be one theater. That's why it's a 60-minute wait right now. Oh. Where's your dog, Bimbo? Here is the overview of the Betty Boop store. This is interesting. Like, this is the new CGI Betty Boop up here. compared to like the old hand-drawn one. Like her dress is different and everything. Is there a new Betty Boop cartoon? Oh, you found Bimbo.
And his belly button.
Ooh.
Somebody should have told him to put some pants on.
Why is her dress different here than it is here? Is this the CGI one? Maybe it is. Ooh, this is a first for me. They're using the screens on either side of the stage to show wait times for the park and the park hours. Correction, wait times and show times. There's a couple of umbrellas here and like this giant turbine fan over here. That is a cooling fan. Whoa, look at that thing. You can fill the bottom with water and then it'll spray water out at you. Taking a look around the New York area, and we can see some strobe lights up here, which we believe are added for horror nights, because you can see some of the wiring here and a ladder up there.
It's all happening, you guys. Our Halloween dreams are beginning.
I was just looking over and I noticed there's like a women's clothing store called Charlotte Russe. Put out another fan here for when you're watching the Blues Brothers show, and then they've got the fire hydrant open just like a genuine New York street. To the right of Starbucks here, there's a snacks and drinks cart that used to just sell turkey legs. They have changed the menu. Now they sell craft beer from Cigar City, MIA, Orlando, Blossom Pilsner, and Deep Roots. Speaking of Starbucks, we should stop in and soak up some air conditioning, because it's hot out.
Another thing to take advantage of at Starbucks is they will give you a free water, and it's triple filtered because it's the same water they use for their coffee.
It's the happiest strawberry I ever saw.
So they took down the scaffolding where they were painting Fast and Furious. I wonder why only the I and the O and the H and the A are painted.
Make sure you can hit it right here, Bob.
Oh. Also, it looks like they've started weathering a little bit more over here by the windows. Here by what used to be Earthquake, you can see they've started doing some scaffolding work and started taking apart the old facade back there. The busker is playing Pinball Wizard.
I thought I recognized it.
Yeah.
Another cool tip though is there's air conditioning in this building.
Yeah.
So if you are waiting in line for the Hogwarts Express, it'll be a little bit cooler.
Yeah. Until you get to the actual platform, then air conditioning goes away.
Oh.
We just got into Diagon Alley and we're gonna walk in and check out some of the new merchandise in the Magical Menagerie. You can see they've added some dog collars that says Magical Menagerie.
Oh.
Some treat jars.
Are they glass or plastic?
Those are glass.
Oh, okay.
And a dog leash. It's pretty neat. How much? 20 bucks for the dog leash and 22 for the collar. The best way, I know the last video I said go find some shade in Diagon Alley, but the best way to cool off is in Nocturne Alley because they have air conditioning in here.
Also, you can use your cool wand to do some wand tricks while you're cooling off.
Yeah.
Where's the thing at?
I have no idea what this one. I think you just pointed at it.
Am I too tall?
I don't know. There's a dog in here.
Is that a talking dog? How do I get this to work?
I don't know. Here's your wand spot. Let's see you do it. There it goes. You did it.
I'm a wizard!
You're a wizard. Another thing that we're gonna do to cool off is go into a ride. And especially one like Fallon, which we're gonna go do, that has an inside queue area that is air conditioned. It's not necessarily a queue because it's a queueless ride.
It's a virtual queue.
But we've already put our time in. When I first walked in, I got a return time. And then now we're just going back and we can hang out in the museum, watch the ragtime gals, cool off, then ride the ride.
I like it.
Couple more fans over here by where they do the fish, what do they call these guys? Flying fish, that's what it's called. Passing by Sing It on our way to Jimmy Fallon for some air conditioning. Here's my virtual line, and now we can head into Jimmy Fallon.
Scan it right there for me.
Yeah.
You good to go?
Thank you.
So we got our color, we're purple. They told us we can go right upstairs, but I bet you there's a lot of people up there right now. So we're just gonna hang out down here in the little like museum area, have a look around, and then maybe head upstairs in just a little bit.
Side and hashtag the panda is out. Oh no, there's a small child underneath you.
This is based on a true story.
It's a fan.
I won't look at you. All right, don't look at that. But you said this is based on a real guy. Yeah.
Jen brought up a good point. I should have worn my Race Through Orlando shirt.
What the heck? I'll put a link up here somewhere so you guys can see it if you want
I
to
think
see
it's
it.
there.
Kind of cool.
Maybe it's here.
It's a another way to stay cool on a hot day at Universal.
Ooh, they have all of Jimmy's characters in like, I don't know, this style? I don't know what kind of style this would be.
They look kind of creepy.
Right? They sell like the school instruments so that you can do your own.
I kind of want to get these one day so that we can do our own video of it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Just came over to Hollywood, over by Mel's Diner and Transformers here. And we're just noticing these construction walls here. I have no idea what it's for or why they're there. But there they are. After you finish cooling off at rides, you can also cool off in shows like Horror and Makeup Show.
But you actually don't have to see the show. Like, let's say you don't want to sit in the 30-minute show, although you should because it's a good show. You can still go in and check out the lobby.
Yeah.
So you guys want to see what's in the lobby real quick?
Sure.
I want to cool off, actually.
Here we are, cooling off inside of the lobby of the Horror Makeup Show. But like Jen said, you really should watch the show because it is fantastic. Plus, where else could you shake hands with a
I
velociraptor?
don't think you're supposed to touch it. Oh, me.
There's some props here from the Mummy movie. Oh wait, no, the Mummy. Which Mummy? The original Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
So now that we're pretty cool and we looked at some stuff, I mean, pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding. So now that we're pretty cool and we like got to look around and see all the new stuff they put in here, where should we go next?
Let's go get some lunch.
All right, I like that.
Not only is it a good idea to go get lunch to get out of the heat, it's also a good idea to like run away from a storm that might be coming.
Yeah.
Because that's a storm back there.
Another thing I was gonna say too is, if you're really hot, don't tempt fate. Like, if you feel like you need to leave the park because it's just too warm and you're like, you know, on the verge of a heat stroke, like, maybe go back to your hotel and take a break, or maybe go, you know, home and take a break.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I wanted to mention is, you know, going into the cooler places will help, but only for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to City Walk for this throwback Jimmy's Chicken Shack playing. Like, what?
For lunch, we will be going to Bread Box. Got my buffalo chicken sandwich with some tater tots. And then what did you get? You got a BLT-A?
I got a BLT-A. There's some avocado down there.
Nice. Did you get your mayonnaise on the side?
Right here.
Oh yeah, comes on the table. In the tradition of the last few days, I got a cookie to test it out and see how good it is from Bread Box.
I'm still, even after not even trying this cookie, I'm still standing behind the fact that Blaze Pizza has the best chocolate chip cookie because they put salt on the top of it.
I'm gonna call you a liar right now.
Why?
You are sitting, you are not standing behind anything. All right, I think we're all done with lunch and I think we're gonna chance it because looking at the radar, the storm is blowing away from us. Hopefully. Also, I don't know if you can see this, there's a seaplane circling around over here, which is funny because Jimmy Buffett's Hemisphere Dancer is right over there. So speaking of the Hemisphere Dancer, this is a little bit of Jimmy Buffett history for you guys. This is the actual plane that Jimmy Buffett was flying into Jamaica that he then wrote the song Jamaica Mistaka about. If you go around, you can find little square patches where the bullet holes were covered up and he flew it again after that. Just an example of one of the patches right there. Sort of feels like it's blowing away. We'll see, but we're into Islands of Adventure now. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. Radar says that it's going away. Ooh.
So we're walking through Seuss Landing, which is like the Dr. Seuss themed area to the park. And another tip to stay cool on a hot day at Universal is you can actually go to McElligot's Pool if you have time to travel the 4,200 miles.
Yeah. It's only by foot though.
Yeah. So there's another option for you.
Just a little like fun thing that you can do. This face up here is recognized by the face filters on Snapchat. So you can put face filters on him. I do have to admit though, the rain really does set the ambiance for Hogsmeade.
Like another little side tip, if you have been into Hogsmeade before, there is a little side pathway over like towards the entrance of Dueling Dragons, which is back there. There's a little like sideway.
There's a little like side alleyway where there are far less people, but you don't get the same views as the center aisle of Hogsmeade, which is
but you also
over there.
You don't get the same crowd level.
Right. Inside the exit of Dragon Challenge, and what are we doing, Jen?
Okay, if you guys have ever seen any of our Disney videos, sometimes we will show you guys like cool Instagram photo spots that we didn't make them up. They're like just ones on the internet. And so I think this should be an Instagram photo spot at Universal. This like leaf wall.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Let's take a picture and I'll put it in right here.
And this is directly across from the exit of Dragon Challenge is right there, and you can see Dragon Challenge right here. Forbidden Journey is a 105-minute wait right now, and it's kind of a ridiculous mess. But just so you guys know, today, Express is through these gates. Regular admission is over here to the left. Kind of an interesting dynamic because there is lightning in the area. A lot of the rides have closed, like this is the Pterodon Flyers and Hulk and stuff like that are closed. So there's nobody in line, like River Adventure is closed. So there's nobody in line, they're all out in the streets. And there are a lot of people in the like walkways. It's hard to get around right now. So we have a bet because Skull Island is one of the rides that can stay open in the rain. I'm saying 120 minutes, Jen's saying 180.
What do you say, Brian?
100. 100. All right, let's see.
What do we win? What do we win?
You win the adoration of thousands of people.
Okay.
What is it? Where is it? Is it around the corner? What was it? 100, right at 100. Wow. Nice work. If you're interested in getting wet, there's a little splash pad here at Toon Lagoon. If you really don't mind getting soaked, you can ride Dudley Do Ride's Ripsaw Falls.
It'll be really cool.
Hey, you'll be really soaked.
Yeah.
Or another good water ride that you don't get quite as wet on is Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges. If it weren't a rainy day, you could see people cooling off going down the rapids.
Into another gift shop to soak up a little bit more AC.
Whose hat is that?
This is my hat. It's on my
Like,
head.
what is it?
Oh, I think it's like you know the guy who does the hot dog or the hamburgers?
Wimpy?
Doesn't he wear a hat with a flower?
I don't know. You look like a vagabond.
My lady?
That's his hat. You found it.
I'm a Sharky?
Look at, there's Popeye and olive oil inside the store. We found like a bowl full of pom-pom headbands in the Marvel boutique store.
I don't know, they're kind of fun. I don't know what they're for, but I kind of like them.
Is there a Marvel character that has pom-poms on their head? This is Young Man Logan. Young Man Logan, take a look at yourself. You're a lot like me. This is cool. They're protesting, but it's just because Dr. Doom's is down. But it looks like they're protesting for Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom!
Yeah. Oh, I like how the Green Goblin just like stood up. Ooh. We're just leaving Islands of Adventure and I noticed, or Jen noticed, that it smelled like...
It smelled like caramel.
Caramel popcorn almost.
Yeah.
There's no caramel popcorn for sale over here.
Who knows? Maybe there is, but it was definitely a smell that was being pumped out.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you guys we were leaving the park.
Yeah.
And so we're off, right?
Yeah, we had a pretty cool day, right?
That was good. That was a good pun. I like that. But with that being said, we are off. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.